everyone, I am Renzel Piatino.
I'm Dasami Kalyao.
Welcome to
Let's Talk About It. And now we are your host for today's episode.
Have you heard about genetics modified?
Yes, I think it's something that involves DNA structures of all living things.
Yes, you're right, partner. For today's episode, we have 3 special guests to interview. 2 of them are international scientists, which makes me so excited to start. So, partner, how are you doing right now? Are you ready to learn something new?
I'm fine, partner. I'm always ready to learn something new. Every day. How about you?
I'm doing fine as well. Learning something new, answer my curiosity, partner.
Are you ready to welcome our first guest, partner?
100% ready. So I heard that our first guest is from Singapore, am I right?
Yes, you're right. So please help me welcome our first guest. He is a scientist and instructor in Singapore. He graduated from Athabasca University. He is Dr. Rafi de los Reyes.
Please give him a round of applause, everyone.
Good morning, Dr. de los Reyes. How are you feeling right now?
I'm overwhelmed for having me here.
That's good to hear, Dr. de los Reyes.
So first of all, thank you for accepting our invitation, Eric. Dr. Reyes, I heard that you and your team is building something genetical.
Yes, you are correct, Mr. Aquino. Me and my team is creating a new and improved type of its kind, and it can seen in every store across the world, and that is the glow tetra.
Wow, a glowfish. That's great, Mr. Reyes, and I think I had seen that before. Can you tell me more about it?
Of course, so it's genetically engineered fish that has many variations. They are genetically developed to detect pollution of fluorescing in presence of environmental toxins. They have trademarks in terms of colors.
Trademark materials, what are those?
They are sold in many trademarks as Starfire Red, Moonrise Pink, Sunburst Orange, Electric Green, Cosmic Blue, and Galactic Purple.
So are you saying that this fish is already in the market? What are the type A and type B species that you use for modification?
In our research, jellyfish and sea anemones RNA or DNA structures are snatched to modified zebrafish.
Wow, what is the reason why it is glowing, Mr. Reyes? We are eager to know.
So the main reason why it is glowing because of the GFP.
Green fluorescent protein.
Yes, green fluorescent protein are extracted from jellyfish and sea animals because they are bioluminescent. Now, the enzyme we extracted from those animals, we carefully binds to the DNA sequence that matches the RNA sequence that has zebrafish embryo since gene we extracted from the jellyfish is already bioluminescent that are very reactive to ultraviolet light and also normal light, making them glowing.
Wow, partner, hearing from Mr. Reyes has motivated me to go to the pet store and purchase some myself too.
I know, partner, and that was a great informative session with Mr. Reyes.
Thank you for coming here, Mr. Reyes, and we will write back for more and fun and informative things after the break. Bye!
See you!
Isang Coke. This afternoon sa kantin, lumapit ang crush mo. Sa sobrang pagod mo, di mo napansin. Sayang. Buti na lang may Coca-Cola. Kaya mag-recharge with a Coke every afternoon. Feel the chill to get going. Taste that feeling.
And we are back.
Wow, partner, I was amazed by the transfusion of 2 genes and become one through fertilization.
You're right. The insight of Dr. Reyes gave us a very informative and interesting facts about GMO.
Partner, I'm still thinking, what are the other species can be modified and done by that? Can we crossbreed plants-based organisms?
To answer your question, partner, help me introduce our beloved hardworking student. She is Miss Joy, a microbiologist student from the Oxford University.
Please give a round of applause for her. How are you and how are you feeling today? Can you tell us more about you?
Good morning, Mr. Aquino and Miss Chisa, and to the rest of the people watching. I am Mary Joy G. Luyas, and I am 24 years old, responding to your question, Mr. Renz, and I'm doing fine.
Wow, that's great, Miss Joy.
So, thank you for being here, Miss Joy. And now, regarding to my curiosity, can you explain further what is GMO really is?
With what are genetically modified organisms? These are any organism whose genetically material has been altered using genetic engineering techniques.
Additional question, sir. How does genetics modifications happen?
There are three basic ways to crossbreed. First is the introducing new DNA into a genome using modified bacteria. Second, introducing new DNA by gene targeting and homologous recombination. Lastly, changing region to genome using enzyme to cut out a specific part of DNA.
Aside from being modified and to be sold in a pet shop, what are the other reasons to use GMO products?
They use for modified medicine, genetically modified food, and scientific research purposes. In Oxford, we already altered some species like the golden rice. The rice variety called Oryza sativa was modified with daffodil genes which synthesize more beta-carotene, which our body converts into vitamin A. And another one example is genetically modified potatoes, were modified using RNA interference to switch off genes to rest black spot, reducing bruises and browning to produce low levels of amino acid, asparagine to convert to acclimate during flying potatoes.
Wow, I do believe science is magic, where we can create and modify new things according to what we desire to make. How about you, partner? Do you believe science is magic?
Yes, of course, partner. Everything can be answered by science.
Speaking of science, I heard a lot about your story. It's come up with something new.
What kind of something new? You're trying to say, partner?
Well, according to our research committee, that the Oxford modified some very interesting and useful to us.
Yes, you are right. Our school created a new type of mosquito repellent. But not kind of repellent you are thinking right now.
What do you mean?
Well, Ms. Jo and her instructor developed this new modified mosquito, which mosquito kill another type of mosquito.
Amazing.
Ms. Joy, can you explain to us what is this?
Sure, I am very happy to do so. So, first the name of that is the sudden death mosquitoes. We modified its genetic structures. We made them to hunt other mosquitoes.
Sorry for the interruption, but my partner mentioned that it hunts other mosquitoes. Why?
Well, study shows that thousands are being killed every year due to mosquito bites. Because we all know mosquito can carry dangerous viruses like malaria and more. So my team and I come up with an idea, and that is using other mosquitoes to kill other mosquitoes that have malaria.
Well, as the old saying said, fight fire with fire. But is there any chance you will release this kind of GMOs into the wild?
Yes, Mr. Rentz. If our government or any sector of this constitution will help us finance our project, we will and we can decrease those people dying from mosquito-transmitted viruses. Or you can donate to us. Every penny is pretty much appreciated.
There you have it, folks. If you want to help and increase the number of deaths caused by mosquitoes, you can donate any amount to the cause.
That's right, our beloved audience. Can you help them fight viruses like malaria? And that is for Miss Joy. Thank you for your time and for your wonderful sessions with us. It was really appreciated much.
I am overwhelmed, Mr. Renz. Thank you.
And we will write back, folks, and our last and final guest who will share with us what are the threats and the benefits of GMOs to the environment.
And we will be right back.
Alam natin ang feeling na yan. Yung sobrang init, pati ulo mo umiinit. Kaya gusto mo lang naman ay mag-chill. Bigat sa feeling ng init na yan. Pero okay lang. Dahil easy na lang mag-cool down with the #1 lemon and lime refreshment, Sprite. O diba? Ganun lang kasimple. Mainit? Cool ka lang with Sprite.
Welcome back, folks, for more fun and informative things here in the show. Now, for the last but not the least, the final guest, Mr. Roque, a geneticist from UAE.
Good afternoon, Mr. Roque, and welcome to our show. How are you right now, and what your work will do?
Good morning, everyone, especially to the host and to the audience here today. I am Roque F. Concepcion Jr. from the United Arab Emirates. So, from your question, Mr. N, how am I? So, I am good overall, even though last week or I have a very stressful week and very tiring week.
So, Dr. Roque, I have a question for you, and I'm sure you know this. Is GMOs like the globe tetra a threat to the environment?
So, thank you for that wonderful question, Ms. Jessana. Yes, there are a threat because their species are very invasive. Invasive means they are very sexually active, and when they produce more offspring, and how many months or I think weeks they will breed more, and they will overrun the community. So in result, magkaubos or they will eliminate the original species.
One last question, Dr. Roque. What are the pros and cons of the genetically modified organisms?
Based on my studies from the past few years or in my own study messages about the pros and cons of GMOs or genetically modified organisms, yes, there are pros and cons. Just like life, if you get lucky, you get bad or unlucky. Ano siya? So, one of my pros I think is in terms in agriculture. Just like tomatoes, right? Tomatoes are very quick to decay, and it is very hard for farmers to reach the markets on time before or kanang fresh pa siya, di ba? Yes, GMOs are being used today agriculturally because of the modification it gets. Nagdugay siya, malata. So, mao to siya. Cons, maybe the cons for me is the original species or the original plants or what kind of it will die out and forgotten because we will be using GMOs na because they are much better than the original. Thank you.
So that's all for Mr. Roque. Thank you for coming to our show. And now, so Miss Lisa, how are you again?
I'm fine, but yeah, I have learned so many things today.
Regarding to our two scientists and one engineer, what you learned today for this?
I learned about GMO and what are the effects of it in our environment. How about you, partner? What do you learn about
I learned a lot that, for example, like Dr. Rafi said that we can modify one species to another one species. Like a crossbreed something, and we can do in the plant too. Like we can convert we can change the color of the rice through inserting a gene from the dandelion.
You're right.
So here we go, folks. It's time to say goodbye to art. Let's talk about it and have a good night, everyone. Goodbye.